Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about a topic called plant surface microorganisms. So as we know, the microorganisms or inhabit the three main environments, that is soil, water and air. Besides these environments, that is soil, water and air, microorganisms also make plants and animals as their natural habitat. And here the microorganisms also live on or inside the living organisms by contributing both the beneficial, that means useful, as well as the harmful effects. And various parts of the plant is going to serve as an ideal habitat for different and specific group of microorganisms, such as the microorganisms are going to be present on the root, on the leaf, plant, that is a flower, fruit, seeds, every parts. So here the plant root, apart from supporting the microflora on its surface, also influences the composition of microflora, that is the variety of microorganisms of the soil in the vicinity of roots. And along with that, the aerial parts, that means the parts above the ground, are going to be called as aerial parts, such as stem, leaves, branches, then flowers, seeds and fruits are also going to serve as the habitats for microorganisms. So that as a set of these, let's see some sort of terminology that we use in the topic of rhizosphere and phyllosphere. So coming to the first one, rhizoplane and the rhizosphere. Rhizoplane is the surface of the root which is going to have the colonization of microorganisms is going to be called as rhizoplane. And coming to the rhizosphere is going to be the region in the vicinity of the root which allows the growth of microorganisms is going to be called as rhizosphere. So the actual root surface and the surrounding soil influenced by root growth is going to be the rhizoplane and rhizosphere. Then phyllosphere or phylloplane. So here comes the surface of the leaf colonized by microorganisms is going to be considered as a phyllosphere or phylloplane. Then what is a zemisphere? The surface of flower that serves as a habit for microbial growth. So if the microorganisms are going to be present on the surface of a flower, we call it as zemisphere. Then carposphere, the surface of fruits colonized by microorganisms, are going to be termed as carposphere. Then what is a spermosphere? The surface of the seed inhabited by microorganisms is going to be called as spermosphere. So then moving to the factors that are going to be involved or influencing the microflora of plants. So with the previous discussion, it is evident that almost every part of the plant will serve as a habitat and colonized by a variety of microorganisms. So with that, we can came to know that the composition of the microflora are going to be differ from part to part. That is going to be differ from plant, that is root flora is going to be different from the aerial parts, and the fruit flora is going to be different from the flower flora. So then what are the factors that are going to be influenced? Means the first one, microflora greatly varies with the plant pattern. That's what I told you. Root microflora varies from the leaf, that is whatever the leaves that are above the ground is going to be differed. Second one, microflora varies with genetic variety of plants. So within the same species, if they are going to be genetically differed, then also we are going to have the difference. Then microflora of different varieties with the age of the plant and age of the organ also differs. That means, for example, if you check the raw mango or raw fruit with a ripened fruit, the flora is getting differed in both the fruits. Though they are of the same plant and they are of the same variety, but depending upon the age, the flora is getting differed. So young roots and leaves support different flora from matured one. Then fourth one, Microflora also differs with the nutritional status of the plant. So if the plant is going to have a highly nutritious, obviously it is going to have the more resistant to object the flora to have, and if it is going to be weak, so many pathogens are ready to attack and their flora is going to be differed. Then fifth one, microflora also differs with environmental conditions such as pH of the soil, temperature, moisture, humidity, wind velocity, etc. So depending upon these environmental factors also, the microflora is going to be differed from one plant to other plant. And the microflora is also greatly disturbed with the agronomic practices such as application of fertilizers, then pesticides, plant growth regulators. So these are the few factors which are going to influence the microflora of plants. Then here, the normal microbial flora colonizing the different parts play a crucial role in the health of the plant. But under normal condition, it is beneficial for plant growth, such as helping in nitrogen fixation, phosphate solubilization, etc. But under unfavorable conditions or changed circumstances, these microflora, that means whatever the soil microorganisms surrounding the root or the plant are there, they may turn out to be hostile, becoming pathogenic, or paving the conditions for the development of the diseases. So, such as if you take the example of this unfavorable or change the circumstances, aerobic bacteria remove the oxygen or increase the carbon dioxide tension, may reduce the root elongation and development. And that's how it is going to stop. And not only that, root hair formation may also be reduced because of the changed circumstances. So these are the few negative aspects of this microflora that is present surrounding the plant, whether it is in the soil or it may be in the aerial parts. So this is of different surfaces. Rhizosphere and phyllosphere have been studied in detail. So we had the leaf, all these things. Out of all these, the rhizosphere and phyllospheres have been studied in detail, and a wealth of information is available. So these rhizosphere and phyllosphere will be discussed in detail in the consecutive videos. Thank you.